Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 127 of the DualShockers.com ShockCast. I'm your host, Joel Tavares, and joining me this week, we have an entire cast of characters. Making his return is Mr. Giuseppe Nalba.
Hello, everyone. I'm sick, so my voice would be nasal.
It's hot. I like it.
Yeah.
We also have staff writers joining us, Mr. David Rodriguez.
Papa Molly, I'm sweating.
And Paul Quinones.
What's up, everyone?
We also have Mr. David Fencer.
Hello.
All right, we've had a rather tumultuous week in the best way possible. We got a lot to talk about. Definitely, we're going to talk about last Wednesday. All right, but before we do, D-Rod, I think there's a couple of games coming out. So let's get into
the the Banner Saga, Factions, Etrian Odyssey 4, Legends of the Titan, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus, Top Hand Rodeo Tour, Mud FIM Motocross World Championship. I don't know what that FIM stands for. Bit Trip presents Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. Jesus.
What?
I don't know. It's like the week of long titles. Brutal Legend for the PC. That game's like 4 years old. Persona 2 for the PS1 Classic, PSN, whatever. Phantom Breaker, Battlegrounds, and Super Brain Eat 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's picking anything this week, so.
No, but everyone's waiting for that Tomb Raider.
I was just about to say, when does Rape Simulator come out?
I'm about that. Yeah, calm down with that. I'm definitely about that Tomb Raider life. So. No Rape Simulator, though. Calm down with that.
Rating those tunes.
Oh, yeah?
I like to our readers, he's going to be tied and whipped just after this podcast for saying that.
I like what Paul Q just said. I'm sorry. I'm still getting over that. I'm all about rating those tunes, you know what I mean? Just winked at my wife. All right. That's love right there. So, yeah. Basically, there's shit coming out this week, unless you're into RPGs. I say save your money. That's just me. Is anyone else? Is anyone going to make a pick?
No, I'm still fapping to like the PS4. I can't play anything right now.
You can only play with yourself.
My hands are busy. Yeah, I'm playing with myself.
Okay, that's fine.
He actually attached. This guy is DualShock 3 as a DualShock 4 with like cardboard and stuff like that. Is fapping to it.
Exactly.
No. What I did is I duct taped my Vita to the top of my PS3 controller.
Oh, that's like a double rainbow right there. Yeah,
that makes no sense.
Let's move right on.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the. Obviously, we know what's happened last week, and apologies to the listeners that it took us an extra day to get this episode to you, but we do have a lot to talk about, and obviously it's PlayStation 4, and let's go over the announcements. I actually wanted to grade the show, right? Let's use we'll use it like a schoolwork grades. We'll use schoolhouse grades. If you had to give the show a grade, and again you're basing it on its overall message, delivery, content, length, high points, low points, and everything in between. I'll get the conversation started from sitting in the Hammerstein and watching it live. And really just like gauging the audience, you know, the press that was on hand. I have to give Sony at least an A-, at least, because the show did run a little long, and I'm not sure what Media Molecule did on stage. I'm still trying to figure that out. But once I figure that out and I make sense of it all,
Little Big Planet 3 making things with Move controllers.
Stop it, Paul. You don't know what was going on, Paul. Stop it.
I actually would give it that exact same grade.
Okay.
I did feel the show's length, and I thought that it was dragged down by Media Molecule and just them, kind of throwing it in our face. Remember the move? It's still around, guys. And also, like, Square Enix showing a video from last year and then, like, saying, we want to announce that we're going to announce something and then just, like, drop the mic and leave. Like, it's like, that was a waste of time. But the rest of it, I was impressed by it. So, I'd definitely give it an A-.
Yeah, I'd have to give it the same grade. I mean, Infamous Second Son. That's all I need. I mean,
Second Son?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Infamous Second Son.
Did anyone
nice.
did anyone like pick up on like the heavy hypocrisy about all the games being shown about Big Brother watching you and about
that's what
always
the
being
PS4 is
connected,
trying to
and
do.
basically the PS4 just keeps you
Yeah.
Well,
Watch
it's not
Dogs,
hypocrisy.
Infamous.
I'm saying it's
lovely
honesty.
camera.
Why would you call it hypocrisy? I would call it honesty.
It's just hilarious. No, I'm just saying it's just hilarious. It's just
I
ironic.
mean, we are watching you, and we are going to make all games about watching you.
No, but I'm saying even the PlayStation 4 is watching you. I'm saying
That's what I mean.
right.
It's ironic. It's ironic.
It's ironic.
All time.
All teams watching you.
Right.
Your system's actually fapping to you right now.
It's weird. That's so weird.
That
I'm
Infamous thing was like the Infamous thing made me laugh because they're like, we're all connected, everyone's being watched. Bam, superheroes. Wait, what?
Exactly.
Like, whoa, what?
Well, when that dude was giving his monologue, I'm just like, what is he trying to get to, and why is the Infamous comic art on the background? And then it's like superheroes, like, oh, it's Infamous. Good.
Well, the Oscars are like in 2 weeks, bro. Relax. That guy was really getting into it. He's really passionate about his game.
Guys, but you got to give it up. Infamous is probably the best superhero game of the last 5 years.
What about
That's
Batman?
an actual superhero
Yeah,
game.
no, like that. You mean like
Okay.
something that's? You mean like an original superhero game?
Okay, no. Before Arkham, Infamous was the best superhero game out this gen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Is that fair?
That can be defined as fair because you're not a PC gamer, so you don't have Champions Online.
Like
you
I said,
poor you.
All right. Consoles. We're talking about.
All right. So
On
mine is
console.
PC, mine is Arkham.
Yeah.
Minus everything.
all right. So anyway,
But,
Giuseppe, if
I
you had
would
to
give
a
it.
grade.
I would give it an 8.5. Mostly because I don't agree about the Square Enix thing being that bad. Mostly because they are showing that the video was already shown. That's true, but it wasn't shown running in real time on a console. It may not be appealing to the usual button masher person, but it tells me that video can run. That it's not a video. It's that demo can run in real time on the PS4,
Yeah.
and that's very promising.
I don't find that as much of a problem as them saying, and now we have an announcement. We're going to
Yeah.
announce a game at E3.
Well, that's
welcome to video game journalism.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't really mind. It's not like they made me waste 5 minutes of my time about that. It's like half 10 seconds of that. I can live with it.
He has a
They were better off keeping their mouth shut in that regard.
Yeah.
Just show the demo and walk off the stage. That's it.
I don't really care. I'm not sensitive as many people out there that seem to be offended by some really really weird stuff. Honestly,
I'm not saying it offended me. It just felt like it was just.
I see a lot of people that seem offended, like really, like Square Enix personally slighted them or something like that. Like they went there and got their cat.
Those are fucking nuts.
Cat.
Yeah.
I want to know what Fenster thinks.
Oh,
Yo, did you?
See it.
yeah, I don't know. I think that like everything they released about the console is really neat. I mean, I'm in particular really interested in the hardware, and especially about how it pertains to your predictions, Joel.
8 gigs of RAM.
Oh no, the
He's
predictions that
rather-
it makes based on your tastes. You mean?
No, you made some predictions that about how big the jump would be in terms of graphics scaling from the previous generation of consoles.
I think we can all admit that we were spot on in our prediction, right?
Yeah, you were.
So
You were.
it wasn't.
I mean,
go ahead, D-Rod. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say like we were talking about this on the phone. Like we kind of agreed that it wasn't like the huge jump from PS2 to PS3, which is what we talked about like on previous ShockCasts. But like that Killzone demo did definitely like show the age of current gen.
Which obviously J.J. Abrams is directing Killzone.
Oh fuck!
It wasn't even due to the detailed definition of single objects, but it was how many freaking objects there were on screen. Like,
yeah,
it was boom, 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 all over the screen, and you really can't do it on a current generation machine. And boy, it has more RAM than my PC. that's pretty big.
yeah. Well, that's what everyone was talking about last year when they showed the Watch Dogs demo. Was just like how these new systems can have so many things going on at once. That's really the big thing now. You know,
Well,
it
it's
really
not just
does
about
bring the world to
graphics.
life that way.
It's really not just about graphics. I mean, you can improve a ton of things with bigger hardware, like
Well, the
AI, physics,
lighting,
really.
much better lighting.
Well,
anti-aliasing.
lighting and anti-aliasing is graphics. I'm talking about things that are not graphics. You know,
Well,
like there are really many things. Physics, there are AI, there is the size of the word.
Right.
Really-
How many things you can load in
Yeah.
a picture?
yeah.
Yeah,
Even
Giuseppe, I saw your article that you wrote and released today, and that actually it says a lot about what you're talking about right now, and I really liked it.
Yeah, people are according to me, people are focusing a lot too much on graphics and I don't really think that's the important thing. Graphics of this generation, the one that's waning, are already good. You know, they're already very good. We don't really need that much of an improvement on that front. Even if now looking at Crysis 3 on PC, kind of making me think that we can go a little bit further.
We can do it. Yes, we can.
Yes.
But it's not important. You know, it's not really important. What matters is having more intelligent game.
Well,
you know, games that can surprise you, that can act a little bit more human in their interaction with you.
I like how you use the word important right now, and what's you deemed it not being important. And I'm just going to segue into this because I want to stroke my ego a little bit right now, as I said that Gaikai was going to be the big focus of the show, and I think I nailed that. No, did I not nail
yeah,
that?
they had a good half an hour about.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I kind of knew it because that is the future for PlayStation moving forward. It's
PlayStation everywhere.
it's the most.
It's an important part, but I don't think it's the main focus. The main focus is the console.
I don't know. I don't think. I think honestly, they had to have this show this early, so that way people can get into their heads that hey, this is where we're going with this service. This is why we acquired them.
Not only that, but
They
like,
kind of spoon fed you like little bits of information, like get ready because this is where we're
if
going.
it was that important, they wouldn't have made the console that powerful.
No,
Well, it's not important really this gen. Actually, if you were to ask me personally, I think that well, first off, actually, Joel, you know, you're the big thing you were pushing is that it'll be like in every Sony TV, and the idea that might have some like TVs that are PlayStation ready, right?
Well, your phone is going to be PlayStation ready, and so is your tablet.
tablets are already PlayStation certified. you know.
Okay, now who are the people in like current generation who are going to be playing on these kinds of devices without like the PS4?
Because
No.
those things are going to be streaming from the PS4 and not going to be streaming from nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you're. No, well, you think. So you, Gaikai is streaming from your PS4 to your handheld somewhere else.
Right. I think that's the
Yeah.
way it's going to work.
Yeah.
They said that they're building the
don't-
Gaikai tech into every machine.
I think that's definitely a feature, and they definitely are benefiting from the technology they bought in terms of how fast they can stream that. But I do know that. Like if you were to talk about like streaming it to your phone, well, maybe over Wi-Fi it's okay, but if you're talking about doing it from, I don't know, like, no, I guess,
Well,
yeah,
from the sounds of it, Gaikai is not only just streaming from PS4, but they have plenty of other plans for it, like streaming demos directly from the PlayStation Store to try games out.
yeah, like
Yeah, but that is going to work on the PS4 on the Vita. I doubt they're going to have like Gaikai streaming games to the two tablets or whatever, so that you don't need a PS4 or a PS Vita or a Sony,
I
thingy.
agree. I agree.
That would be suicidal.
They still want you to buy the hardware. I agree.
Well,
Yeah, that would be suicidal.
You were going to say,
They can-
like in your article, Joel, I thought that you were mentioning that like you'd play the PlayStation without a PlayStation.
Well, that I still believe.
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
I doubt it's gonna happen. It would be suicidal.
No, not with not a PS4, Giuseppe. Not a PS4. I think they're gonna let you basically say, from the PS1 to the PS3. But again,
Yeah.
That's possible. Yeah, that's possible. I doubt that they're
Yeah.
gonna do with the current
no, not
stuff.
the PS4,
No,
not the current.
it'll probably be like a service which they sell like a monthly subscription to, and people can put their PlayStation Cloud on their tablet or their smartphone.
The same subscription they're going to charge you to play your old games.
Doubt they're gonna do it.
It sort of makes me think about something that I really hated actually, but must work or nobody would have done it. But like, you ever go to a hotel and they have this really old game system that
Yes.
you can pay for, stream
Some random ass controller too.
Yeah. I don't know why. Whatever. The system's terrible, but like, someone must have been paying for that, right?
I don't think many people do that, honestly.
Somebody must have, and you got to figure whoever these people are, they're possibly the target market for somebody who would play a PlayStation without a PlayStation and get like a lower class experience.
That would be kind of suicidal for them. It's,
I don't know.
It's like we want to sell you the hardware, but we don't want to sell you the hardware.
Well, I'm not sure about that, because if you take a look at if you look at the PSN, right? Like, they've got a bunch of categories for all the hottest games, and they've got this like minis or something, right?
Those are like cell phone ports.
Well, as long as
100 megabytes.
as long as they use it for like minor stuff, that's possible. But I doubt they're gonna use it with the main lineup.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, at least for what they'll be growing this generation. But can you predict how good our internet technology is going to be in 10 years from now? Actually, I think I can. But can you?
I can't. But the problem is that we'll see. If they'll be like in Korea, I'd be all for it.
Yeah.
Like, they have 3,000 megabytes per second, and it's like aliens in Korea.
From your mouth to my router.
They have basically in Korea they have a little alien that goes with this little flying saucer and bringing data to your home, and bows when and here is the data and then flies back.
Well, that's fucking convenient.
I need one of those.
That's amazing. I mean, I don't know. Well, all right. So I guess we'll jump off the Gaikai thing, but I just see it. Here's my biggest worry, and I guess Gaikai is involved in this, but after seeing all the cool features, I don't know. Here's the thing. I think video gamers are like not to like segregate them from the rest of society, but I think like the really hardcore guys can care less about sharing on Facebook. I can see the YouTube stuff, and I can see the spectating and stuff like that taking off, but some of the sharing stuff, I can see them like caring less about that.
Oh my god, I think you're so wrong.
No.
If you ever walked into a Tokyo arcade, you would say the opposite.
Have you ever seen Twitter? Like all the people sharing their Raptor stuff, and Raptor is massively popular.
No, I know.
With people twittering and Facebooking, oh, I got this achievement. Oh, I play in this game. I'm doing it too.
I could be wrong.
Here's why you're wrong, Joel.
Go ahead.
When I went to Tokyo and I went into these arcades, I saw like they're full. They're full of people playing these games. And do you know what these games were? They were like 2 gens ago. Like they weren't even new stuff. It was like Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. It's just people who were playing these games, and it was full. Believe me, full 6 stories full of these games, and they were full of people. And I tried to figure out why they were all there, and I noticed that every single one of them was freaking amazing at this game. They have it at home. They come here to they go to this arcade to show off.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
They're hardcore,
in
man.
Japan. Gaming is still for many people is still a social thing. and that's
Well,
why
it should be.
arcades. That's why arcades survived there, and here they didn't.
Right. Well, like
Yeah.
I guess no, it should be. I like playing games socially. Time has fucked me up because of how crazy my schedule is. I enjoy playing games more with people than I do playing by myself. It depends. Well, it obviously depends the kind of game, but
I absolutely loved it. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I love playing with people, except when I go on Call of Duty and get called a fag. But
That's the fag. Oh,
oh
you're
no, they
lucky.
say way worse stuff. No, but
Oh, 12-year-olds, your
I
parents
know.
need to beat you more.
seriously,
Well, I absolutely love the streaming things. The fact that you can stream your game to like
No, I
Twitch
think-
TV or whatever it
I think
is.
that part is amazing. The spectating part. I don't know about editing a clip to put it on Facebook. I feel like everyone will unfriend me when I show them.
Give me a way to take screenshot of my game and save them somewhere.
Do you want to print
At
them out?
last.
Do you want to print them out on your Epson printer that you can connect to your PlayStation? Or not?
I just don't want to have to use any. I just don't want to have to use the bullshots
You know what?
that.
I'm going to take screenshots of my game, Giuseppe. I'm going to mail them straight to Italy. I'm going to put them in a big box. I'm just going to take mad pictures.
I just don't want to use the bullshit the publishers send us anymore in reviews. That would be big for me.
No, I agree. So yeah, let's go over implications for competition and moving forward. What they did in general. The biggest part that I love the most, and I'm so happy for it, they leveraged the Vita. Finally.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I literally laughed out loud, and Andrew Yoon from Shack News, formerly Joystick, was like sitting next to me. He gave me a funny ass look because when they said remote play, like they took like a feature. I'm like, come on, we fucking owe us this for like 10 years now. So when they announced it officially, I was like, okay, finally. You do.
Well, it's in the architecture now, so it should work with everything.
It should. It's mandatory now. You know that, right?
Yeah, or at least
Well,
it's
they're trying to make it more mandatory.
That's
what
fine.
they should do.
They should make it
What they
mandatory.
should do should be that what they should do, according to me, they should bypass developers. It should work, whatever. Whether they support it or not, it should work. You
Right.
should at least be able to stream the game to the Vita,
Right.
even if the developer didn't plan for it. It should be
There's one
needed.
part of that that I'm having trouble with. Like, there's 2 less buttons on the Vita.
The touchpad. On that.
You can use the
touchpad on the
yeah.
back makes
Yeah.
up for it, yeah. And then you can also map buttons to the screen.
No, but just make the whole back of it. Either the right side is R2, the left side of it is L2.
Well, actually,
You know what,
the way it works with remote play as it is already is the top of the right side is R2 and the bottom of the right side is R3.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Same for
You
left
know what
side.
I really would love? I really would love the ability to create buttons on the screen. Like you have a screen, you can create a button on the fly and put whatever button on it.
Yeah,
That would be lovely.
that works too. There's but I'm very glad that they're leveraging it. I think that's a really important thing for the.
Did you
Vita.
keep yours?
Nope.
Are you gonna buy it again if it comes big?
Maybe.
I'm gonna get my
Maybe.
I'm gonna get my PS4 bundle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Be a bundle? Will there be a bundle PS4 Vita?
Come on, let's talk about
I
that
think-
for a second. Let's
yeah.
talk about that for a second,
Well,
Giuseppe.
If they,
I mean, they-
I'm asking. Will there be one?
What?
I think all right. Not to bring up Blotaku, but if sorry,
Be nice.
I said that out loud. No, I'm joking. They're nice guys. But not to bring them up, but they reported from what they got in their documents that was leaked, a 429 and a 529 price point. So with that said, why is it stuck in our heads that 529 guarantees more storage if their focus will be on more cloud stuff?
Yeah.
Why can't the
Yeah, that's
520? Why can't the 529 be a Vita bundle?
That's possible.
Which would be glorious.
Their whole, they could.
The price kind of makes it possible, or it could be game bundle
No,
games.
I get that.
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know.
It's nice to think.
I
though.
mean,
they
There's
could
a
show
lot
it
of
at
things
E3.
that the
Go ahead.
paperwork says. Like, supposedly the Vita will be getting PS2 classics eventually. Not that I saw this paperwork from working at a publisher. You didn't hear it from me. But
But if the Vita gets PS2 classics, it's probably going to do it through that service.
Yeah, through Gaikai.
So,
That's very possible. Yeah, but even if it's not that bundle, I will do it. Why not?
yeah.
Are they going to call it Gaikai?
no.
No, it's
No, it's gonna be PlayStation Cloud.
PlayStation Cloud is the domain they registered.
I'm going to go with PlayStation Now. Just me.
Well, they already registered the domain, so that it's probably already decided though.
Fuck you and their domain, Giuseppe. I'm going with PlayStation Now. I'm joking.
You can go whatever you want.
You go in your fucking cloud. I'm going with PlayStation. And I'm joking. I don't know. But no, it probably is going to be PlayStation Cloud. But PlayStation Now sounds so much cooler. Yeah, I think. What else was I going to add? So yeah, I'm really happy that they're bundling in, the Vita functionality, and I think Nintendo better watch over their back.
And PlayStation Home can go fuck itself.
Serious. Oh,
Well, you know the irony of all of this is that as this is happening, you're bringing up PlayStation Home, that Phil Harrison, the guy that brought us PlayStation Home, is now going to be the keynote speaker at the Xbox conference. The irony.
oh. And now we announce Xbox Home.
Where your avatar.
I can't wait.
I can't wait so I can pretend to be a chick, pretending to be a dude, pretending to be a chick, pretending to be a dude, and dancing with dudes. Oh my god.
It's a trap.
They might sell me on that Vita though. I mean, if they bundle it with the PS4 and they give like a really good showing at E3 and they show me, like how Watch Dogs can function on the Vita as a fucking controller, what?
Right.
I will just like start throwing singles off the balcony wherever I'm sitting. Like that's it.
Well, here's the whole thing. It's just, and again, not to, everyone kind of pooped on the Wii U, and I really see the potential there on the second screen gaming, and I really think I've been calling this as E3 of last year.
Yeah.
We were in the hotel room, and I wrote an editorial about asymmetrical gameplay and how Sony dropped the ball. And we didn't get it then, and it's just like, this is something that they need to do. And they have a great piece of hardware. Why aren't they taking advantage of that? But finally it's going to happen. Finally it's going to be a real thing. So what's so funny is, like, I bet you all these developers that are saying, like, oh yeah, we could have made a Wii U version, but we didn't know how to utilize the gamepad. I'm looking at you, Tomb Raider devs, you fucking lazy assholes. But they were talking all that shit. I guarantee you everyone is going to take advantage of second screen on PS4.
Yeah.
Everybody. And that's fine. But it's good. It kind of messes things up for Nintendo, but it kind of makes things better for them as well. Because now developers will have an idea of what they want to do with that second screen. It'll translate to both systems.
What's still hurting Nintendo is the fact that they still have a weird architecture compared to everyone else now. Like, Sony's now more in line with a PC architecture. Microsoft only stays in line with PC architectures. So, like, what's the incentive for developers actually to put the extra effort to make it work fully on the Wii U?
And it's still way behind in graphics.
Well, yeah. I don't know about way behind.
People said
behind.
that 7 years ago though, and what happened?
Okay, what's the disc storage? How much does that hold?
It's a Blu-ray disc, so it can go up to...
Oh, it is Blu-ray.
Yeah. But it's proprietary Blu-ray.
They customized it, so it's Nintendo disc.
It's N-Ray.
Good for them.
It's N-Ray. It's Red Ray. So yeah, one other things that I want to go over from being at the thing. I don't know. Overall, I was a little upset that Kazurai didn't come out. A little disappointed.
You just wanted more gifts.
That's what I did. I wanted more gifts. I'm a selfish bastard, and that's all I wanted. Was just
everyone was probably already ready. It's just like, all right, got my screen capturing, recording.
Everyone was ready to make ridiculous gifts of Kaz, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of other big things from that night. I have to say, by the way, talk about a third party making a presence. Capcom came in and fucking killed it with that demo.
Deep down.
Dude,
Yeah.
it sounds like a gay porno, but it's amazing. So, whatever that engine, what was that engine called again? I forgot the name of it, but
It was like it was Panty Raid, right?
no, it was like Panta Ray.
Yeah, Panty Raid.
The hate Mega Man
Raid.
engine? What?
Really, Panty Raid? Is that what it was called?
That's what when they announced that shit, that's what I heard in the shitty stream I was watching. So
Panta
no,
Ray.
yeah, it was Panta Ray.
And that tech demo was amazing. Fencer, did you watch it? It wasn't even tech demo.
No,
it was.
I didn't see that one.
It was in game, and it was like glorious. Seriously, I think every fantasy movie junkie was fapping at that point of the show.
Yeah.
I don't know. It reminded me just of a prettier Demon Souls
Yeah.
or Dark Souls.
Yeah, I definitely saw Dark Souls.
I mean,
Skyrim, all that shit in there. Yeah.
But not moderately prettier. That was like really...
Well, it was a lot prettier, yes. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, wow, you still kind of are stealing concepts here, Capcom. It's like, hey, Dark Souls, but we're going to make it first person this time. It's just like, that's stupid. Like, the point of the game is to actually see where you're going to die from.
All right, someone's still a little bit bitter about the whole Mega Man business.
F them.
Yeah.
Happy 25th birthday, Mega Man. We got you.
Yeah. Is so. Oh my god.
Why are you mad, bro? Defense. So I have an editorial coming up. Basically, what we're going to go over is whatchamacallit, is what I'm going to go, what we're going to go over, what it's going to talk about is basically how one of the biggest moments of the show was actually Sony inviting Jonathan Blow, a mostly indie developer, on stage to say, you know, like how often do you see an indie dev come up on stage at a first party show? Never.
Well, unless they're not indie anymore.
I get it, and I get that he's technically not anymore. But here's the thing: he's like the face. He's the name of like the indie community.
Yeah, after Braid, everyone, when they hear indie, he's one of the first people they think of.
And I think there was a reasoning behind that. But here's, and I'm going to go further with you, Dave, on this one. So I'm pointing you out because you're the tech guy here, right? So Sony literally sent out a press release when the show was over, saying, "Here are the fucking specs." When have we ever gotten specs from a first-party company this early?
Never.
Ever.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. Now.
You like they would show you the case before they show the specs, right?
Yo, they didn't
Not
know
this year.
They didn't know what was in the WiiU till like 2 weeks ago. And that was because somebody fucking ripped it out and like melted it. I don't know what they did. They
did an autopsy on that shit.
Seriously.
It's like, it's enough. I need to know what's in here.
Yeah, that's exactly what took place. So it's like no one ever does that, Dave, right? So here's my logic, Mr. Fenster. Do you think Sony, as a hardware manufacturer, as someone who's trying to get in the good graces of developers, both big and indie, do you think they released these specs so early to say, you know what? These are the specs. So if you can't get an SDK from us, here's your baseline. Make great games.
That doesn't sound unreasonable, but
It seems very
still,
possible.
you don't know the limits of what this can push. That's the thing.
I'm back.
No, I know. But
You were gone?
Yeah, just it was gone. That's why it was quiet in here. No.
The thing is, like, when you don't have a bloated operating system in front of the hardware, the performance you can get from it is going to be a lot higher. So I'm not really sure. I don't think anyone's really sure what these specs can deliver, other than we know
What they are.
Yeah, like we know it's not a huge jump like it was from PS2 to PS3,
Right.
but it's like I'm not sure how far what those limits are.
Like, and the most impressive thing I heard was the whole 8 gigs of RAM at DDR5 speeds.
Yeah,
Well,
but 8 gig
one thing
RAM
we-
is
what do-
terrible on Windows, but that's because Windows eats half of it. So, so
8 gigs RAM is not terrible window. I mean,
Poor
I have
Xbox.
4 and it was great.
yeah,
Poor Xbox. You're doomed.
yeah.
Well, the simple fact is that we know that it's what a PC with similar specs can do, and it's a pretty big jump from the current generation. But on top of it, there is, as you say, the operating system is going to be a lot lighter, and the RAM is shared as well, which is another big thing.
Well, I
Because
can tell you, if anything, the RAM, it's kind of weird that they would have to worry about being cheap on that, because RAM is actually really cheap right now. So
There is one thing, though. There is one thing.
Okay.
That's weird. GDDR5 comes only, at least how it's sold now, even to manufacturers, comes only in 512 megabytes bench. So either they managed to fit on the motherboard 16 things of that, or they actually managed to have someone make bigger ones that no one else has.
Which is very believable, though.
Yeah, but
it is very fast.
Remember, Giuseppe, you're putting in a custom order.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know,
but
they're not going to fucking Staples and putting it in a box.
yeah, but no one else has it bigger than 512 megabytes. No one else. It's not available to anyone in the industry. I don't mean customers. I mean no one in the industry has them, and industry professionals don't know anything about it.
So now
People that actually work about
Cass is on the corner like, I got that RAM, son.
it. That's still mind-boggling, though.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. That's wild. But Giuseppe read the editorial. It's not published yet. It still has to be edited. But do you think it's too much of a reach, Giuseppe? Where I'm saying like, I think that, like I said, that they invited Jonathan Blow. They made a big deal. They said they made a big deal. I think, like, again, he's not indie anymore. But like we just said, like he's the face of indie. Like you think indie, Jonathan Blow's one of the names that comes up, besides Phil Fish, the douchebag from GDC. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Oh wow! I completely almost forgot about him.
Phil Fish.
Well, yes, douchebag. I mean, you should call douchebags.
No, but
Here.
no, but what I'm saying is like when you think indie, you think Jonathan Blow. Right, even though he's not indie anymore, right? So bringing him on stage is kind of a big deal. But then that tells developers everywhere, like, you know, look at this guy. He was a nobody till he made Braid. Now he's a somebody. You know, like you can make games and you can get them on our platform and we will publish them for you. It's a self-publishing system.
And the first step towards that was PlayStation Mobile.
Right.
Like I think there was an interview today with Yoshida, where he pretty much just talks about how he wants to hit that lovely sweet spot between the closed system of the PS3 and the open system of like the PlayStation Mobile, where developers can get in and develop easily enough.
Well, they're saying that they want self-publishing titles on PSN. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's big.
That's huge. So so that's what I'm saying, Giuseppe. That's why I go back to that press release that they released as soon as the show's over. They were like, "Here are the exact mother effing specs. Deal with it."
Well, they weren't exact. We still don't know exactly what the video card is. We just know the processing power of it.
It's a GPU. It's an AMD GPU.
Yeah, it's a
but
shit.
it's an AMD GPU, but there are a ton of AMD GPUs.
Right.
We kinda can think.
No, it's called the Jaguar. It's not readily available.
Oh, the
right
Jaguar
now.
is the Jaguar is the CPU. Wait. Sorry. Well, I was talking about the GPU. That's the problem. The GPU is kind of still of an if.
I get it.
Know?
But if you're working with this X80, if you're working with this x86 architecture, and you know how many gigs of RAM you have available, you know what I'm saying. Like I think it releases a baseline with developers and says, hey. You know, you may be indie, but if you want to build something that you can run on this, here's a baseline.
Well, honestly, there is one thing, Joel. With that computer, with that kind of computer, you can pretty much run whatever an indie can do.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and I think it
probably run like 10 indie games at once.
But what I'm saying is that I think that's the message they want to get across. Is like this is what's going to be inside of it. Get your games ready. We're going to be ready for you. And that's huge.
Possible.
And that's huge because that's not something Microsoft will do. Microsoft fucking hates indie.
Yeah, they do. They canceled XNA.
Microsoft can give a shit less about indie, and I think Sony's going to grab. Basically, Sony's going to grab.
That's because indies don't make games for Kinect.
Right. But I think Sony's going to use that opportunity to grab the high end, grab the AAA crowd, and then grab the crowd that isn't spoken for.
Mm-hmm. That's possible. That's a possible thing. I don't think that they're really telling you go build your own PS4, but you know, they're still telling them, you whatever you can do, we can run it. Basically,
right. I mean, and trust me, it saves them a lot of money from sending out SDKs all over the place.
Yep.
That's a whole lot.
Well, they will still have to. I think they will still have to make dev
Oh,
kits though, because
I'm sure they will.
Well, yeah, the SDK is
I
always
mean,
going to be
they-
around. They'll probably make a
even-
watered down version for indies.
Right.
that's possible. Like, but they're gonna have to send them something because the architecture is similar to that of
Yeah,
the PC.
the watered
but
down
it's not
version.
exactly the same.
You can order the watered down version from Dell.com.
I doubt it from Dell.com, but from
I prefer my
Sony.
PS4 not to set on fire.
Tiger Direct. I'm sorry. You want to order your dev kit
no.
now.
Newegg.
So yeah. All right.
Even so, it still is pretty smart for them to do that. Like, to put that guy on stage. Like, indie games really weren't so big until this previous generation, right? So,
Right. And you know what's making them bigger? Kickstarters and things like that.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
So now we've
Will there be PS4 Kickstarters?
well video games. I mean, tech and video games are shifting to this like community driven content.
Yeah.
Whether it's community driven hardware, through things like the Orbitus or whatever the hell it was called, the thing with the eyes, the goggle things are from CES, or whether it's games coming out of Kickstarter, or whether it's things like
I want
Aura.
a Google Glass. Just saying that.
I know you want Google Glass because you think you're fucking Italian Vegeta. I'm joking. I want it too, but my wife will throw me out of the house. But yeah, no, it's just like after
you
sitting.
consider the way the publishers are working these days, right? Like something's changing, and it seems like Sony's caught a whiff of that.
And I think they're adapting.
But think of it as an aside, just as an aside since I mentioned it. Think of it, PS4 working with Google Glass, and you have your video game HUD in your Google Glass and not on the screen.
You're crazy, Giuseppe.
But it would be awesome.
The Google Glass costs like 3 PS4s.
Yeah.
I know, but it would be still awesome.
Yeah, I'm having trouble imagining that one.
It would be amazing.
Well, anyway, sorry, but I had to say it. Like the HUD on your on your eye and not on the screen. Just think of the
His
implication.
trophy
of that.
level's over 9,000.
But anyway, what I wanted to say about this, though, about the back to the PS4, is that with that kind of specs, they really pushed on the 8 gigabytes of RAM, and now will the Xbox 360 have 8 gigabytes? And if it won't, won't people just say, "Oh, it doesn't have 8 gigabytes"? That's crap.
I gotta admit, Kazmarai trolled the shit out of them really hard. He's like, no, we're not going to announce first. We're going to see what they do, and then we'll figure it out. He, fucked their whole world up right now.
You know what I'm thinking, though? Giuseppe, about that RAM? You just said you can't buy it. You can't buy it, in more than 512.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the 8 gigabytes of GDR5 RAM is actually part of the graphics card.
They are on the same. They are on the same bridge. They are on the same chip. So basically, it's all together. It's a motherboard with the 2 chips on it and the RAM on it and everything together.
Because you can buy graphics cards with 2 gigabytes of that RAM right now, but still not
3
8.
gigabytes too.
Okay, yeah.
I think 4 as well. Actually, I think the Titan, the NVIDIA Titan, the big one that costs $1,500, something like that. That's 6, I think. Let me check.
Well, whatever.
Well,
it's still out of the market though. Like if who spends $1,500
Yeah.
for a video card, like 3 people.
the guys,
Four.
the guys,
Yeah,
from,
6 gigabytes.
The guys from Engadget calculated the price. They have a really long article going over every single piece that's been announced. They said the PS3 in parts, from what they can tell now, and obviously they're not taking into account the price in which a company like Sony's going to pay. Obviously, they're going to pay a lot less than what you're going to pay, buying pieces like this. But they said it's around $890.
Yeah, that's pretty much the cost of a PC like that. Probably even a little bit more.
So,
Right, that makes sense.
But
They probably didn't calculate the case and all the accessorial stuff.
also, you have to take into account that Sony's going to be ordering at a volume that no one else is going to be ordering at. So
Yeah, but you're looking at a $1,000 PC.
pretty much.
Nicely there. Yeah, you're looking at that as specs. totally $1,000 PC.
Well, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, is a $1,000 PC for like even $400? It's 40% of the price.
Sounds like
It's
magic.
a $1,000 PC today, and then in 2 years from now, it'll be like an $800, $700 PC.
Yeah, it's still good though. And in 2 years from now, the PS4 is gonna cost less as well.
Yeah.
Here's the real question. But does it run Crysis?
Yes.
Probably.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, that PC runs Crysis pretty well, definitely.
That was like
That PC is better than mine. I mean, that PC you're looking at is better than mine. Besides the video card, my video card is a little better, but the processor and the RAM is better.
Did they show off the Wonder Book again? Because I wanted to see more.
Oh, they didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. It got a little when Blow did come out. It did turn it kind of a little Wonder Booky for a second.
By the way, do you guys care about the box?
I can care less, honestly. Listen,
I care what's in the box.
exactly.
Yeah, and what I put in the box,
I really don't believe.
Yeah, buddy.
I really think a lot of people are just scrambling and desperately looking for
something
reasons
to badmouth it. They're just upset.
Well,
I think.
yeah, there's a lot of off-the-cuff negativity these days. The fact is that Sony was very generous in the information. We have a launch window.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of fucking games. And it's like, dude, this is all before GDC and E3. So
Seriously.
they're not going to show their entire hand. Like, what are you stupid?
And then they're
Yeah,
gonna
but
still
what
show
do you
more at
care-
GDC.
Which makes me think, what the fuck are they going to show at GDC and E3?
the funny thing is they actually shown you the controller, which is the only thing you're actually gonna look at,
Right.
because the box is gonna be another black box sunk into your.
Why has it got to be
thing.
black, though?
It's true.
Oh,
I don't
okay, sorry.
actually look at
Because
my PS3.
because everything else is black.
Nah, I know.
That's-
Yeah.
But
There
yeah,
is
it's gonna
one more thing they should show, though, and that's the ports.
the
I
ports.
think they mentioned USB 3.
I swear to God, if it
but
doesn't have a USB on the back, I'm going to fucking strangle somebody.
it better have more than
You know,
2 ports. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, they just better have one in the back, or someone's going to die. Just
And
like-
Why has it got to be on the back?
because you know how stupid that shit is when you have to run something from the front of the PS3 to the back of your fucking TV?
Exactly. You just
Stupid.
stick it in the back.
Do you really think they're going to go for USB again after all that hacking that went on with it?
there is a USB port.
Yeah, it's USB 3, I believe. It's
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, I think I'm the person that actually looks at his PS4, the PS3 the most, because I'm a fanatic, so I actually go turn it off completely from the back when I'm not using it, so it doesn't burn out, because I'm afraid it burns out. So, and I still don't care.
For mine.
I still don't care. Why would I care? I mean, it's
You're a weirdo. Nobody does that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, mine's been on for 7 years, man.
yeah, but you know, it's a box. It's there. Who cares?
Yeah, I really don't care, honestly. You know who cares? The Asians do. Sorry, but it's the truth. No, no, people in Japan. That's why. That's
And the
why.
Apple fanboys.
And Apple fanboys. No, but
yeah.
people, I think, you know, as Sony, as a Japanese company, you got to be very careful. Design is a big deal. It may
Actually, it's a big deal when you're marketing a media center device like they do. Like
Yeah.
if it looks like a beast, if it has fans that sound like jet engines, it's not good for your living room.
Oh, you mean like the 360?
No, I didn't. I wasn't talking about that at all. No.
Lawnmowers,
No, of
I call it.
The 360 sounds like a fucking helicopter. When you're playing Call of Duty, you feel like it's like a never-ending helicopter
That's
strike.
not fan, by the way. It's a friggin' DVD
It's the
driver.
disc just
Yeah, that's
constantly
the disc drive.
spinning and spinning.
It's
Yeah.
retarded.
I really-
That's what it is.
I have to fight.
And the
queuing
funny
up
thing is that
18
when-
game
when-
every time I play a game.
The funny thing is that I was like, oh, I'm finally going to install the game so that the disc doesn't spin. But it spins anyway. And you have to have it inside.
First world problems, Giuseppe. First world
But yeah, I
problems.
think as gamers, we're not going to care so much about what it looks like. But as
Yeah.
Media center enthusiasts, we might.
Actually,
Yeah, but
I
not the primary
Media
thing.
center enthusiasts out there?
Yeah.
What?
Or they,
Definitely.
I
Who
hope
are
they make it
these
look as
people?
ugly as possible.
Listen, as long as
Yeah.
well, I guess it's like Rule 34. If it exists, there is porn from it for it.
I wasn't getting
What?
at that, but hey.
yeah, that works too. But listen, as long
I
as
mean,
it's not
if it-
bigger, it just can't be bigger than the PS3 Slim.
I
That's
meant
it.
that. I meant
Which
that if
PS3
it
Slim?
exists,
The second one.
I meant I meant
No.
that if it exists, there is possibly enthusiasts for it. You know.
Oh yeah.
I'd
So
rather it be
so
as
me,
big
the
as the
center
original
enthusiast,
PS3 as long as it runs cool.
Well,
I honestly don't care about how big it is because I don't think space is for a home console is a big deal.
no, I don't. Well, wait a minute, Giuseppe. That shit has to fit in my entertainment center.
Yeah, it can't be like massive.
if
It has
it's like
to
the
be-
size of a subwoofer,
hey.
that shit is staying in the store.
If it's the size of a PS of the original PS3, I won't mind because it needs space to stay cool anyway.
Yeah.
We're not trying to have any red rings of explosions here.
Yeah.
And it has an AMD chip in it, so it will need good cooling.
That's good. I mean, honestly, I'm just wondering. Everyone's pointing to end of April reveal for the next Xbox.
We'll see.
Microsoft better bring it.
They need to bring it before then because no one's really caring about them much. I mean,
You know,
on
I think
YouTube, every other video has an advertisement for the PlayStation 4
Oh, you see
already.
that shit? It's crazy. And
you know though.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Here's the thought. You know what? According to me, is the only viable line of defense Microsoft has.
Not Windows 8. Not Windows
Aliens.
No. It's not compete and make it as cheap as possible.
8. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean competing against the Wii U?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just make it
on the small brat.
maybe making something in the middle between the Wii U and the PS4, but not try to compete with the high specs and just push the price.
and call it Connect Box. What?
Oh.
That's crazy.
I think that would be a smarter way to do it than trying to compete technology wise. Because look at the Wii managed. The Wii bought the PS3 and the Xbox 360. It was a lot less powerful, but a lot cheaper.
And it ran a train.
They could try to do the same. They could try to do the same, and
Get
they
on
would.
that train.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if one system is showing off games that look like Deep Down, and the other one system is showing off games that look like Xbox 360, it's going to be clear where your money's going to go. I mean,
Really, people bought the Wii.
Yeah, but if
I think gamers bought a
PS4's
Wii and something else.
The problem is the next Xbox needs to at least be somewhat competitive because they don't want to be the system that's holding everyone
Developers
back.
Yeah, they don't want to be those guys.
Because sadly, the DVD format on the 360 is not helping it in any way.
Oh yeah. But are they going to try and push the? I mean, Microsoft is it always tries to surprise people, like tries to do the thing that you're not expecting. So I'm not expecting them to try and compete on the technology level.
Do the thing you're not expecting. You get to pay to play your games online.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Again, we don't know what's going to be behind the PS4 paywall, so let's.
We don't, but
let's.
at the moment, it seems like playing your games online isn't behind the paywall.
Right.
That's the one
At
thing
the
they're
very
never
least.
going to tamper with.
At the very
That would
least.
be massively bad for them.
Right, at the very least, right. So.
I
but
mean,
think- but
everything else,
everything
you want
else,
to talk
yeah.
to your friends, fuck you.
Exactly. Oh, you want to share stuff? That's $5.
oh,
I doubt anything we have now for free is going to become.
Yeah, no,
paid.
I know. No, but I'm talking about the sharing and the social.
See, I actually think that the sharing and the social will probably be free.
I think
They-
so too.
They could have.
You guys
They
have
could have
very high hopes. I don't know.
the video thingy could be pay. Maybe in high resolution is pay, in low resolution is free. They need to do it the smart way. They can't put their biggest and highest announced things behind the paywall because it doesn't work.
We'll see.
Well, no, I think Giuseppe has a good point because also it doesn't seem very practical if you're playing it. Like they want you to like share this shit while you're playing a game. So you're gonna play a game, press share, and now I got to pick my payment method. I got to approve. It's like,
Remember one thing,
God,
Joel.
that's retarded.
Actually,
Well,
I
Attach your
can
credit
think of
card
at least
so they can
one
take your money
thing.
anytime.
I can think of at least one thing that Xbox will do better than PlayStation. and I think it's backwards compatibility.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's much easier because they already have an ATI
Yeah,
card in
that's
there.
true.
They already have the PC chipset.
even if the backward compatibility between Xbox 360 and Xbox sucked like badly, but you know,
You know what's funny though is like some developers were jumping online saying how backwards compatibility is something that people want but don't actually use.
That's bullshit.
I think
Why?
that's true,
I use
but
that shit.
only after a few years. Like, take a look at how
Yeah.
long the PS2 sold after the PS3 was released.
Right, because it takes a while for you to get all the killer apps, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. The only thing I would say about sharing being paid to do, I doubt it's gonna be that because sharing is publicity.
That and technically it's not their
Sony-
service. It's Ustream, YouTube's, Twitter, and
Yeah.
Facebook services, so they
Exactly.
can't really get away with charging for other people's services.
But not just that. The important thing, well, they could
I'm
charge
sorry.
for
I'm sorry.
for the
Xbox
output.
Live charges for Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah, they could charge for the output, like for putting the data to that service. But you know, the sharing you do is publicity for the console. Every picture, every movie, everything you share,
Free advertising.
You are free advertising, free marketing, and I doubt they're gonna make you pay for it.
That's
You know,
that
that
is
they're
fucking
actually going to.
incorrect.
They're
That's
actually
Sony's
going to.
marketing.
They are actually going to encourage. They are actually probably going to be obnoxious about encouraging you to share.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to share this? Do you want to share this? Do you want to share this?
Yeah, it's gonna be like
Fuck,
head-
shut
headshot.
the
It's like,
fuck up.
sup,
Headshot.
bro? I see you
Headshot,
just
shit.
friended someone. You want to share that?
That's so true, though. If that shit is going to be all over Facebook and YouTube and whatnot, people are going to want to get in that. You know, get in that like that. They're trying to sell like that experience. And if that shit is all over the place and you can't like go like anywhere on YouTube without like seeing it, yeah, that'll sell a system or two.
Okay, I have
And
a
it's
question.
fucking free.
And where was Sony on the SOPA fence when that was going down, and now all of a sudden they want to share in gameplay?
I don't know.
No one, and no one's thought about this. When we were going through SOPA and all these fucking publishers
Yep.
wanted to block gameplay, where was Sony? Right?
I don't know why
What
you.
was it? They actually withdrew from it, from the support of that.
No, but I'm just saying. It's
They got hacked. They weren't in the mood to stand with or against anything.
Yeah, but EA.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like you got to. I wonder what the publishers takes on it because EA was for SOPA. You know what I mean? Like, then were they at the conference?
Well,
No.
now they are pushed into it. They can do much about it.
I'm just saying, like, there's these little things that, like, you gotta. I don't know. And here's another challenge that I thought of. You know how they said, "Oh, you'll be able to play a game, and your friend will be able to take over your controller." Mm-hmm. What if my friend's playing Madden, and he's like, "Hey, can you jump on the other team?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." Wait, you think EA is gonna let that fly?
Yeah.
That I'm gonna get to play Madden for free from my house because my friend bought the game?
Oh, yeah.
you
You can't. You
probably-
can't if you don't have the game.
You probably need the
Must
disc
possible.
for that shit.
Yeah. How do you do it if you don't have the game?
That's
you know?
Yeah.
that's the way it was presented.
Online.
No,
No, I don't.
it wasn't
Gaikai.
specified. They didn't say it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
It-
they're assuming that we're going to assume that you need the fucking game to play it with
Yeah.
friends.
Let's hope.
You know?
No, I think it's 100% sure, like 99.9% sure.
We'll see.
But important thing, there weren't any women on stage, and any women on stage. How bad is that?
Fucking.
I don't understand why people. I think again, it's one
I've
of those
given up.
things that people just
I've given up
want.
on that.
People just want to complain about.
Off the cuff negativity. That's it.
That's all it is. You had to
Oh my
find.
God.
You had to find something bad to say, and you found it. Congratulations. There was no women on stage. But let me see. All right. Walk around the show floor of a video game show, then let's talk about women in video games.
Be more pissed at the fact that Bungie doesn't know how to have stage presence.
Seriously,
I don't
there
know.
was a
No,
perfect
but-
boy band opportunity. At the end.
I was like, they actually flown 4 people there to have one person say something for 10 seconds. Seriously?
I was waiting
Well,
for
they
them to
all
sing
just
some boys to
stand
men
there.
band.
That was just. They have a good. I can't even.
By the way,
It was so
anyone,
bizarre to see people standing there like that.
yeah, is anyone
All
going
dressed
to
the same.
care about Diablo 3?
Not at all. Why would anyone care? I don't know why that's a big deal at all.
I'm sorry though,
Because it's old.
but for a second I thought Titan was going to get announced for PS4, and I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
But keep in
And
mind,
then this Diablo 3 what?
but keep in mind, you said this is part of a partnership.
Oh yeah, that's we have to see if the partnership is about something more than that than just Diablo 3, because just Diablo 3 is pretty disappointing for me.
I know,
And
but
it's not because I don't really care much about Diablo 3, but because it's an old game.
I think Blizzard just wants to test the waters for a little
Yeah.
bit with console.
I mean, like, there's plenty of people that probably have not played Diablo, and if they
Myself.
release the game for me too. If they release it at like a low price point and like there's nothing to fucking play, I might pick it up out of curiosity, and they might be banking on that, and then they just get more.
It'll sell. I mean, there are people who haven't played it for sure. It's just, but still, like,
It's just why.
yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think they've been a lot bigger if they announced the World of Warcraft for the PS3 and PS4.
That's what I was thinking of too. Like
even if it's old as fuck, it's a lot more of a kicker than Diablo.
yeah.
No, they gotta announce the next MMO that Blizzard's been working on for years now. That's the thing that's gonna be important.
Yeah, but I don't see anything about it. It's like silence.
They're so good at that. But you know what? They'll probably
Yeah.
spend another 4 years building the damn thing.
Dave, I think you need to call your friend at Blizzard. Let's leak this thing. Let's leak it. Let's pull
We'll
a.
see.
Let's pull a
The
super
problem
Dave.
is the problem about Titan. You know what the problem is? Is that when they launched Diablo World of Warcraft, they didn't have much competition to work against. Now that the market is so crowded, so I'm not sure they're gonna manage to double their cards.
They're no longer the Titan they once were. Get it? All right, I'll stop.
Anyway, anything else?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I think, but that's one big thing. No one expected Blizzard to come out.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
And-
It's like Gabe Newell.
right when
Yeah.
Gabe Newell came out with a fucking sandwich in his hand. That was good.
It's like something on Portal 2.
And I'm sorry because I sold to the PS3, but the PS3 now I like it.
Damn, someone is.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
So how about that controller?
I want to touch it.
It
want it to
doesn't
touch
look
me.
fucking bad. I can't wait to get my hands on that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't
Gonna,
care how
want-
creepy that sounds.
it
I don't care.
looks. It looks like it feels like a more comfortable 360 controller, and I like that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
slimmer.
the pad looks so great.
Call me crazy, but the thing I like the most about that controller are the triggers.
Yep, me too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Me too. I'm 100%
Yeah.
with you, Giuseppe. That's weird.
Those back buttons look really fucking comfortable.
Triggers and D-pads, the most important things they fixed.
And lights for the win.
It fucking lights up. What? Like, come
on the
on.
top, yeah. It's like, wait, you mean
What
you're
would
putting
that
the
be
move
the best?
controller in a regular controller? Stop it.
The best thing ever.
Headphone jack is on the bottom.
The headphone jack was a big thing. I think people are really forgetting about. That's pretty big to me.
There's nothing more convenient. I'm not to bring up the Wii U in this Sony-centric episode, but there's
Yeah.
nothing more convenient about being able to plug in a cheap pair of cell phone headphones to the Wii
Yeah.
U gamepad and use that to game online.
No.
It's really convenient.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of, and then I was
Well,
like,
that-
wait, now it's on the
that-
DualShock 4? Fuck out of here, man.
They didn't invent it. I mean, that's Microsoft stuff.
No, but no.
I know, but it's
time
like,
out.
but now it's accessible on
for
a
the-
Sony
No,
device.
Giuseppe,
It's
for the
just-
360, it's just for chat. It's a chat cable.
Okay.
On the Wii U, it's your sound and your chat.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I actually like to have them separate, to be honest. But
It's convenient for nighttime gaming. If you got to be quiet, it's convenient.
Yeah.
That, and then you still have the ability to go through Bluetooth.
I don't need it. I have a 7.1 headset, so who cares? But
You know
anyway,
what, Giuseppe, I don't need it either. I mean, I have this living room that I only use for gaming, and I soundproof all the walls, and I make sure.
you're rich, Dave. Anyway, what I would have really liked to see them do with the gamepad is what I don't know. I think Mad Cats did it. I think Razer did it. You can basically pull out the thumbsticks and the face button, and you can invert the position, so you can have the
I know what controller
360
you're
and the
talking about,
PS. You know, you can have the PS3 or the Xbox 360 position, whatever you like. That would be amazing. But oh well.
Boy, sweet.
I wonder why console manufacturers don't pick up on that idea.
Yeah, seriously. Well,
Steambox, customizable controllers. It's the future.
Steambox just sounds dirty. But, all right, this one's going past an hour, but I think we said everything we had to say. It was a very exciting week, and it's, you know, as more information comes out, we're literally just cramming it, every little nook and cranny we can get our hands on, and it's going to be a fun next couple of months, guys.
Seriously,
video games are fun again.
it's been a while since we've had a console launch.
I'm really excited. It's fucked up because we're totally undermining the Wii U right now. But
I was gonna say, like, it was last year, bro.
It's
Like,
been all of 3 months.
were you drunk?
Wait, that happened?
Was there this kind
Wait,
of
who?
The Wii U came out? What?
What?
What's a Wii U?
Oh, God. We gotta talk.
with the final thought?
It's
Was there this kind of excitement around when a Wii U launched?
no.
No.
Even nearly, even in the same order of magnitude.
No. They went too early with their announcement, and then they shipped literally like 18 months later. And I think Sony going kind of early here now, but really showing us stuff, like not promises, not just tech demos. We saw gameplay. That says a lot.
And we still have two big consoles.
Because I have a very bad feeling that Microsoft's show, if it does happen in the next couple of weeks, I think Don Matrick's going to come out. I think they're gonna play the part of like, oh look, we have a box already. They're gonna pull it out and they're gonna put it under like all these lights, and people are gonna applaud, but there's not gonna be much substance.
Yeah.
Everyone in the audience gets a free Xbox.
Oh, that's it.
That's gonna make people happy.
Yeah. And that's it. They win E3.
Xbox.
I love
Anyway,
free.
Yeah. But that's. I bet you that's what they're gonna do. How much do you want to bet? That's the first thing that they do. The lights turn on. There's gonna be a box on the stage by itself. I guarantee you, just to take a jab at them, because that's all they have at this point.
See,
right
what
now.
we believe in is showing you how ugly our box is at first.
a very important thing is that Sony announced a console without having any leak before, any big leak, let's say, and
This is the first time. Yeah.
It's gonna be out in 10 months. 10 months between announcement
If
and
that.
Yeah, but there's something really
November.
that they didn't show, and I'm getting really antsy about it. How are they going to compete with Nintendo Land fireworks?
Stop it. Stop it.
It's like
PlayStation Home 2.0.
No.
Yeah,
No. It's PlayStation Home leaves beta.
There is a big thing though that I have to chide Sony about their conference. Why didn't they show? Did they show something that we already seen last?
What?
Like we had already seen Destiny. Why did they put them at the last time?
Because it was Bungie, and it was the first time it was Bungie at a Sony conference. It was kind of weird.
And exclusive content for the PS3 and 4.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
They're gonna have an exclusive rifle and an exclusive.
That was like big. It pretty much told Microsoft, like, not only did we steal your bitch, we're gonna do stuff with it.
It's just what exactly. It's what it represents. Yeah.
It represents we stole your bitch.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if Microsoft, if the Xbox is not gonna have other exclusive content, you know, because it doesn't mean that only the PS3 and the PS4 is gonna have exclusive content.
Well, no, but it's like by announcing it first, they put Microsoft on their back foot in so many ways.
They lied to Microsoft in the first.
Because now Microsoft has to prove themselves.
Microsoft might do something fucking outrageous and sign a deal with Activision to make fucking Call of Duty exclusive. Who knows?
They pretend it's exclusive already. I wouldn't be fucking
The
surprised.
thing is,
they've got money. They've
Epic
got money
seems
to
to be
do that.
shifting away from
Activision
games,
is
so
never
there
going
goes
to do that.
Gears.
Activision will never do that.
I'm just saying.
Activision lacks money, and unless Microsoft buys Activision likes to have all their money from the PC customers, from the PS3 customers, and everyone. It's too big. What is Microsoft going to pay them to make them give up a 5 million unit of sales? Are they gonna send Mayor Nelson with a kidney on his hand? You can have my kidney. Please give me Call of Duty exclusive.
What?
A kidney's a kidney, though, Giuseppe.
Yeah.
All right. You know how long those lists are, man? All right.
Oh my god.
On that note, we're gonna close this one out. This has been episode 127. We ran a little long, but we had a lot to talk about, and we took an extra day to get you guys the show. So, on that note, I'm your host Joel Tavares, and signing off with me this week is Giuseppe Nova.
Bye bye.
David Rodriguez.
Watch Dogs, motherfucker.
Paul Quinones.
What it do?
And David Fenster.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.